When it comes to mixing calypso and badness, people's first choice to go to is usually Lil Rick. But before you get to Lil Rick, you got to get to the real rebel, Anthony Carter, aka the Mighty Gabby. Tonight I'll be taking a look at Gabby's patriotic song Bridgetown. And before I get to the actual song though, I just want to take a minute to big up Gabby himself. It feels like every time I read upon this man, I find out about a new accolade or a title that he's achieved. Dr. Anthony Carter received an honorary doctorate from the University of the West Indies in 2012. I just named this first so we could get his title correct. Previous to this accomplishment, in 2004, he was named a cultural ambassador for Barbados. This was met with a bit of controversy because Gabby was known to be a whipping boy for politicians in the 1970s. However, his political views and opinions came out victorious in the court of public opinion, with some of his most outrageous views actually aligning with a lot of what we believe in today. An example of this is his very vocal support for the removal of the Lord Nelson statue, which was finally completed in the year 2020. So now that we're talking about tone, let me look into the tune Bridgetown by Gabby. This song is as far removed from the radicalized Gabby as it could be. Released in 1978 as a track B for the single Who Killed Pele, I have a feeling that Gabby did not predict the long-standing success this song would have. I say this because back in the day, vinyl records did not have much room for music. So the main song will be on side A, and then side B will be an instrumental and a cappella or just an accompanying song. And to be honest, there's not that much people in my circles who are even familiar with Who Killed Pele. I cannot find it online to stream, I cannot find it from any of my music peers, and it costs £30 to buy. That is 30 Elizabeths. That is nearly $85. Now, I like Gabby, but I ain't like it that much to come pay £35 for the song, no. Onto the song itself, however, is categorized as a calypso song. I personally find it very difficult to call it that because to me it's just more of a modern folk song. There aren't any drums on the song. In fact, the only percussion instrument is a cha-cha, more professionally known as a shaker or a maraca. Bridgetown is very musically driven. It is unfaired by Gabby's vocals and accompanied by his signature acoustic guitar, a bass guitar, and the most annoying wind instrument in life. I am very sorry. Although it sounds very good in the beginning, it's like the musician playing the wind instrument wasn't sure what to do in the chorus and just decided to hold a note. It is one thing about the sound that I do not like. Now, if that is the case and the musician really did not know what to do and they just happened to be playing a lead instrument on an otherwise simple beat, I understand. Why? Because of how Gabby bodied and met this chorus. I would not know the cope either. Before that though, let's talk lyrics. This is a simple folk song. It articulates what one would hear when walking through a fruit market. Similar to how in 2021 you might get stopped by a man selling scented oils outside of the old tannies in town and they got all these foolish tactics to try and get your attention. Or better yet, the men on Swan Street that's clearly talking about them got brand name Akis. Timberland Akis, Gucci Akis, and Nike Akis for who? This to me is an overlooked part of our culture, the call to action. Now all of these salesmen selling the oils, the fruits, the DVDs, what have you, typically sell all the items at the same price. So they have to do something to get the attention of the buyer. This is where the call comes. It is just a tactic to grab our attention. Now, how Gabby grabs our attention with this song, we all know well. It is when he flexes on all of us and holds a note for 3/4 of a phrase. 3 full bars. He beautifully holds the ah in guava. This is a feat very few musicians can achieve, let alone perform live, that I've personally seen Gabby do countless times. In case y'all do not understand what I mean by a phrase, it just refers to the musical structure of a song. So you usually have an intro, occasionally a bridge, a chorus, some have an outro, verses, etc. Now they're usually around the same length or doubled. That length is usually 4, 8, or 16 bars. To put what Gabby did with the ah and guava in perspective, the I in I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston is only held for 1.5 bars. Gabby has never been one to shy away from showing off in songs, and showing why he's the youngest calypso king of all time. This clearly transfers to all of the other genres in which he's made music. So, just like how he took time to acknowledge the vendors in town, I can beg one a real weird favor. Give him a little sale now. Buy a bag of lines for the men, buy a DVD, buy a oil, buy something. These men fight real hard to get our attention, and after all, it's a part of the culture.